podcast, so
We're live.
yay!
Hello, everyone.
Ooh.
Welcome to the
Hello.
PowerPoint night.
Hello.
Do we want to go over? I'm just gonna have you guys plug yourself at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Anyone?
Wants to go first?
Okay. You can block me at Hexbug on Twitter and Instagram. Don't follow me. Don't talk to me. Just block me. Thank you.
Galahad.
Hi, I'm Galahad, just an angel VTuber, and I am on Twitch, soon on YouTube as well. But
Hey yo.
yes,
A new one joins the YouTube gang.
no one
Skytzsy.
joins. Yep.
Hi, my name is Skytzsy. I am a VTuber. I am still in my pre-debut phase. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yes, a VTuber. Nice to meet you guys. And chat. Hello. Oh yeah, so I have a S after the Z. That's all.
I'm just looking at the chaos in my chat. Sorry.
Guys,
Z has abused
out.
his modding power.
how do I can't time out Z.
What is happening?
Oh, you can't untime
Chapel.
out. How long did you time out
Plug
Teddy for?
yourself.
I don't know how to use YouTube much for lives. I'm actually new to it, but I'll do this. Hi.
Chapel. Plug
Hello. I am Chapel. I am a fallen angel VTuber. I'm just a fellow gremlin and Genshin degenerates, and I like to sleep a lot.
Those. We take
Well, that's
those.
Genshin degenerate.
Hi.
I love how
Genshin
we
player
got lots
derogatory.
of angels in here.
Hey, yo, Chapel, I gotta DM you about filming Genshin later.
Absolutely.
Anyways,
Genshin gang.
beyond Genshin, which that'll come up later, I'm sure.
Oh.
What I've done is basically I've gathered these 4 VTubers here, despite them kicking and screaming, to create PowerPoints to share on literally any topic. If you've been on TikTok, this concept has been widely used as a drinking night of sorts. So it's a very casual thing, and no one knows what each other's PowerPoint is about. So this should be fun. I'm excited.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hopefully it's not the same PowerPoint 5 times, but
I know mine's
I
not.
doubt
It's
that.
alright.
So since Beetle might not stay here for the whole stream, I'm gonna have Beetle go first. So the floor is yours,
Oh, thank you. I gotta figure
Mr.
out
Beetle Man.
I have to figure out how to work this. It's gonna
You
be.
gotta share
believe
your
in you.
PowerPoint screen.
Thank you, guys.
The
I'll wait
best
till I see it.
Beatles.
Yes, of course. What else would I do a PowerPoint on?
Let's go.
All right.
There we go.
Are you stream ready, Twig?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, it's the best Beatles by Beetle and a fun little animation.
I love him.
Forewarning, I get very animation heavy. Thank you. Alright, first up is the Weevil. Weevils have cool little long noses. They are like one of the most diverse range of beetles, with 45,000 different kinds.
Dang.
And they are pests, so they get 1 stinky point. A stinky point as a deduction.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
How many
They-
regular points do stinky points deduct?
That's
A
true. That's the
lot.
question.
A lot?
No, it's only like 1. It's only like 1. Alright. Another sick ass animation.
Pop off.
All right, and now we are on to cockchafers. Funny name. That is mostly why they're here. They're very cute, very photogenic. They're also called doodle bugs and eyelash bugs. And they are endangered, which is not a stinky point. It's just sad because the UK
for
loves
real.
pest control or something like that. I don't remember.
So this is the famed doodle bug I've heard so much about.
Yes, little
I'm
doodle
so
bug.
sorry to interrupt your PowerPoint presentation. Z-Storm, I swear to God, if you time out
Z-
Teddy again, I'm going to revoke your mod privileges.
Z getting timeout. Z on timeout. All right. Next up is the Goliath Beetle. It is one
It's
of
an
the
Animal
largest.
Crossing.
Yeah. I picked this little guy because he's a wiener,
Ooh.
and I thought it was
It's
funny.
massive.
But yes, they are one of the largest insects in the world, and they can lift up to 85,000 times. Not, oh my god, that's more than that number. 150 times their weight. So, you know, they're beefy as hell. They're yoked up. They are loud, extremely loud, which is
Oh my
one
god.
stinky point. And they're very pretty, and they are good pets. They are one of the most docile species of beetles.
That's cute. Do they
When
fly?
you
Next.
mentioned they were loud, I thought they were like
They fly? Oh, yes.
Over.
Oh my god.
They fly, and that's really the most noise that they make is their wings. Okay. This is the click beetle. Oh my god. He does sick ass flips. He glows in the dark sometimes. It depends on the species. They make cool sounds, and they are very good actors, and meaning they play dead. They are sick as fuck. And I have attached
Oh my God.
a video of one
Play
doing a
dead.
sick ass flip
Let's
for
Hey, yo.
your viewing pleasure. I don't know how this is gonna work because I didn't try it beforehand.
Hey,
Do
yo.
a flip!
Do a flip!
Doing a
Hey,
flip?
yo! Hey, yo!
Sick ass flip. All right,
Sick ass flip!
That's
wow!
a pro
Yeah.
skater.
for real. I love these little guys. All right, and my PowerPoint is very short. Oh my god, stop! No, don't play it again. So we are
He's
coming
addicted
to the
the
beetle.
guide.
He just won't stop flipping, guys. I'm so worried.
He just can't stop.
He's too sick.
I have to keep flipping. Why not?
Fine.
Oh. Oh.
Third place is the Goliath Beetle.
No.
Even though I have deducted him with a stinky point, they are one of
Oh,
my favorite
no.
types of beetles. Second off is the Click Beetle, the sick ass flip dude. And who could top a sick ass flip skater dude? It is
Eyelashes.
me.
Beetle himself.
you.
Of course.
Beetle-based.
Oh. Oops.
And
Oh,
now-
yeah. Let's go.
Beetle
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
that's my
Beetle.
sick ass flip. I thought I'd show him off, you know.
Wow!
That's my
I
Let's
sick
didn't know
flip.
you were such an acrobat.
Yeah, you know, I practiced a lot to be here, you know. And now, what makes me... Okay, there we go. What makes me the best beetle? I am nice and funny on occasions. I am good at rhythm games because I have thumbs, and no other beetle can say that.
True,
I can
true.
flip my tongue upside down, which beetles can also not do, and I'm okay at Minecraft.
These
And
are
that is-
compelling points.
Yeah,
These are
So
very
really
I know.
convinced I
compelling.
lied.
I'm convinced.
And that is all I have for you today. I am sorry it is so short.
Beetle for Beetle president. 2P.
I know.
What do beetles eat?
Beetles eat. They eat different things. This beetle likes corn dogs and rice a lot,
Cool.
but mostly they eat dead things, rotten fruit, leaves. I have a more refined palate, which I think should add to my, you know.
Yeah.
I felt
It
that.
Abilities.
adds to the overall score.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I would
that's.
say so.
Yeah, thank you. But that is all I have for you today. I am sorry it is so short.
I
It
am
was del-
honored to have witnessed the presence of the best beetle on the planet.
Same.
Thank you.
I feel
I
blessed.
worked really hard. I worked really hard to be here.
It paid off.
Oh, I forgot! Oh my god. Wait. I forgot one more thing that I added to my PowerPoint. Oh my god. Hold on. How did I forget? I literally added this last minute. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
Alright.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Sick flip.
Oh my
Big
god!
flip.
Oh my god!
Big
Oh
flip.
my god!
That's the answer. I'm sorry. There we go.
Flip's better.
It was worth to click watch stream twice.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you for having me.
Who wants to go next?
The silence.
We have to volunteer. Oh no.
Okay.
I can go.
Then-
Why not? Oh, who's going?
Okay.
Who's
Yeah.
going? Oh,
Galahad. Go
am I
ahead.
going?
Let's go.
Oh god. Let me. How do I get this off my screen?
Beetle's presentation was beautiful. I do not
was.
regret making a PowerPoint night.
It was very friend shaped.
It was
Very much so.
friend-shaped!
Oh,
Indeed!
oh my goodness. Thank you.
Let me
Okay.
know if this shows up.
It's a black
Do we
screen.
see?
It's a black
Is it a
for now.
black screen?
I think
Oh, no,
as you
there's no
click
light.
it, it'll.
What about now?
I know I can hear.
It
Oh,
is
It's
still
even
a
more
black
black than
screen.
last time.
Yeah.
No. Okay, let me make this.
Galahad's presentation is on the void.
I'll just share it via screen. Hopefully this works.
A short PowerPoint.
Oh, there we go.
Oh
There
yeah.
we
Question
go.
marks.
Is it showing?
Question
Yeah.
marks.
Guys.
All right. So welcome to my lecture, guys.
Your lecture.
Can you
Oh,
guess
okay.
what this is going to be about? Just paint the picture.
I'm thinking
Stabbing.
it. Yeah.
Medieval
Those-
swords.
Welcome, Knights, to
Sword.
Swords 101.
Ooh,
Hey
Something.
yo!
Let's go.
We
Is this
are going to
worth
scratch
college
the
credits?
surface. It is worth college credits.
Hell
You
yeah.
actually get like
Go.
a free A just from knowing this information.
Hey
It's gonna carry
yo!
Oh,
you through
yeah.
life. It's gonna be great.
Let's go.
Anyway, first things first, because this is a one-on-one course, we need to define what is a sword. So right off the bat, anything that is a thrusting, striking, or cutting weapon with a long blade or having a cutting edge, a hilt, and usually a crosspiece or guard, that point is important because not everything does. This is all important information, guys. I promise. Sometimes they're just used as...
Professor Galahad,
Mhm.
is there a pop quiz at the end I should be studying for?
There's not,
Oh,
but there might be. Who knows?
Oh.
oh.
Depends on my mood.
You gotta get
I'll
in
be
this
such a
good
good
time,
student.
everybody.
Good. Only the best students pass.
Thank
Trust
you.
me.
I'll try.
Anyways,
Awesome.
most swords, their names actually just mean sword, so that's just worth noting. For example, if you ever heard of a rapier, it just means sword. Katana just means sword. But they're different. But all this is basic information. We're getting into actually the meat and potatoes. Once again, swords are very basic, but they all differ based on country of origin, time period, and also contextual usage. A lot of big words here. Anyways, is any of this important? Absolutely
Yes.
not.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh.
we have a yes vote. Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say
Definitely.
yes.
you automatically get an A.
Oh my god, thank you.
Woo!
But what comes to mind when you hear the word sword? This is our first question, class. What do you
Is
think
this
of?
open-ended?
This is
Fence.
open-ended.
Well, I fence,
Fence.
so...
Oh,
So I think of sabers, foils, and epes.
let's go. Those are good answers.
I really like The Legend of Zelda. That one's sick. Master Sword is sick as fuck.
I agree. Legend of
Thank
Zelda.
you.
We'll probably
There's an
touch on that
Elden
maybe
Ring.
later.
Oh,
Elden
Wait,
Ring
what?
enjoyer.
Ooh.
We
The
know
fact
our
that you said
weapons.
Elden Ring makes you my favorite already.
Hey yo. Ah.
A
for real.
plus.
I know
Wow.
we have a shared hatred for lobsters.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a thing.
Mhm.
Most times when people think of swords, maybe something like this comes to mind, or maybe this.
Best boy.
To some people,
Oh,
this
yeah.
boy- really good protagonist, I would say. Good protagonist. Some people think of this as a sword. All of these are indeed swords, but they are very different. But how could three different weapons share the same name? Well, that is the beautiful thing, is that all swords are different. Except for this picture. Ignore it, because everything's the same.
Only
this is best
Beetle
boy.
is gonna get this, but at first look of this picture, I thought it was Shu from OnStars.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I have a friend that is obsessed with Shu from OnStars.
Oh my god,
And they
welcome
get
to the
mad that
club,
I-
buddy.
I'm a casual HE enjoyer for no reason.
Oh
No! No!
no! I think it's about time that I go. Actually,
That's the worst take. That's the worst take of the night.
No,
It
I
really
hate him.
is.
He's just fun to say. He's a good character.
fair
Fun
enough.
Hmm.
You gotta admit it. Anyway, let's start with the first example that I mentioned, long swords. Honestly, probably the most basic type of sword I can think of. It's just a European straight sword with two edges designed to be used in two hands, but some single-handed variants did exist. But they were primarily used, once again in the beginning, in the medieval period. Out of curiosity, who thought, when I asked a question about swords, who thought of something that looks like this? Anyone?
I did.
Good, good, good.
I thought of the little plastic pieces you put in cocktails. You stab with
Oh
for
my
twist.
god, I love those!
Ooh. I forgot all about those. That actually just brought me back for no reason. But yes, some of these could be used in one hand, but they're mainly two-handed. It's usually the first thing that comes to mind when people think of the word sword is something that looks like this, like The Legend of Zelda, Elden Ring, literally any knight. But
Yes.
examples of people that use a long sword, we have Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, we have Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, Casca from Berserk, good series. Saber from Fate, despite not actually using a saber, uses a longsword, little magical longsword. Any knight, but this picture looks cool, so we're gonna use it. And of course, best boy Link.
Yeah.
Woo!
Now, what is a great sword?
Ooh, it's great to hear.
Swords that are great.
Exactly, it's a sword that's actually great. It is literally just a bigger longsword. That's it.
That's it.
No need to go even further than that. That's actually just,
You don't need to improve on perfection.
you don't. It's just great. That's why it's in the name. Anyway, sometimes the word claymore or Zweihander, ceremonial swords, and a lot of anime swords actually fit into this category. Speaking
I
of
did not know that
claymores-
actually, but cool.
Ooh, we're learning. Good.
Yes, yes.
We'll start with claymores, actually. This is what a claymore looks like. I'm sure if you've played Genshin, the name claymore means something completely different. But this is something either this, or more commonly, actually, this. But, speaking of Genshin calls something like this a claymore, which, I don't know what to call that. Also this. Looks very pretty. But does that look like the picture we saw? Probably not. They're more close to actually what a ceremonial sword would look like these two swords. Or maybe even a Zweihander, which just means two-hander because have fun wielding that in one hand. Have fun lifting any of the ancient swords.
Oh yeah.
Power of
for
anime
real.
on your side.
They hefty.
Oh yes.
They hefty
Yeah,
boys.
on my side.
Hey, hefty. You need to be emo to wield this one. You need to be one of the best
Eula.
characters for this one.
You gotta be Diluc and you best
Oh, I can't wait to
You gotta be
offend
best
everyone
girl.
in this.
Some of my favorite great sword users. Actually, we're gonna go to Dark Souls now. We have
Ooh.
Artorias, the Wolf Knight, on the left, and Slave Knight Gale, the final boss of all of Dark Souls, on the right.
Wow, spoilers.
Mhm.
I got so spoiled.
That's not cool, man. No spoilers.
Not cool.
How dare you.
10-year-old game.
Tag
But my
spoilers
favorite
next time.
example- Spoilers. Spoilers, guys.
Oh,
Not
thanks.
actually the final boss.
Retroactively.
Guts from Berserk wields a great sword.
That guy.
Yeah, have fun holding
It's
this.
him.
How is he
That
holding
guy.
that with one hand and not like
Guy from the anime.
falling
Because he's a
backwards?
protagonist, that's why.
How do the
So
Chinese
bad.
characters in
What?
Genshin Impact hold them?
Because
They're
it's Power of
just
Anime.
Cute.
they're they're just inhumanly strong.
Yeah.
Man, D-Luke be flipping around using his E skill. Yeah.
Especially
Eula be
Eula,
doing
flipping around,
flips.
dancing with the
Yeah,
sword.
Eula be dancing with a claymore, so yeah. Monster peeps are built this.
They're
Built
It's in the
so
middle.
different.
it's in
Have
the
you
middle.
ever read Noelle's story? Like,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
Oh my
Hercules.
God,
She's actually just Hercules.
Honestly.
No,
literally a one-punch man with armor and a claymore.
no,
she
literally.
still can't get into the knights.
I know.
Yeah. Next, we're gonna talk about katanas, which
Oh my God.
probably the most famous, popular sword, overly romanticized sword, but still a really good weapon. It's
I
just a
love these
single edge.
guns. I mean swords.
These guns.
These guys.
My favorite
What?
gun. This is my favorite gun. Katana.
Yeah, I love the katana.
Once again, the word literally just means sword. But it's actually the weapon of the samurai. However, it's not their primary weapon. The spear, the bow, and the naginata goes to that title, or owns that title. But we're not talking about those. We're talking about swords because they're the best.
Ooh.
Also, katanas actually they just refer to, they used to just refer to like Inuchi katana or tachi. Which, by the way, if you play Genshin again, Raiden Shogun's ult is actually a tachi, not a katana. Useless Genshin information.
Ooh.
But once again, probably the most romanticized sword of all time, because Hollywood loves them. Oh, yes. When I said earlier that some swords don't actually have cross guards, this is one of those versions of them that don't. You can
Yeah.
actually cut your hand with it. Anyway, people actually just go crazy over this weapon. Good reasons, though. We have the protagonist from Kill Bill,
Queen.
Queen Uma Thurman. We have Michonne from Walking Dead. I haven't seen
Also
that show in-
Queen.
Let's go.
It's been a while since I've seen that show. We have Best Boy Gyu from Demon Slayer.
Let's go.
And we have Best Girl
Yes.
from Nier.
So basically,
Everybody
if you're a
with katana.
queen, you have this weapon.
Yes.
No, literally, it's the weapon of like ultimate status. Who knows? Maybe we should all get katanas.
My
Yeah,
favorite.
I
I love
You
actually
didn't
have
mention
katana.
anything from Elden Ring? What? Katanas, though. The Dex builds.
Dex build, you gotta build Dex. If you're not
Oh,
building
yeah.
Dex, you're doing it wrong. Casual Dex enjoy.
Anyways, go on.
Rapiers are a really long, just double-edged sword, primarily used for thrusting. Now, there's a lot of debate on what a rapier actually is, because it just means sword once again, but it's used in one hand. It's used to poke things. Very popular weapon for dueling.
I
Same.
love
They're
them.
very pretty weapons. I love Italian rapiers.
Dabbing.
The modern sport of fencing actually uses a lot of rapier techniques.
Yes.
I didn't expect to talk about. I didn't expect you to talk about Ender. It's fun. So all of this means nothing to you because you already know it all. But once again, it's a lot of controversy on what a rapier actually is.
Not Polnar off.
My
Yes, people
favorite
that
man.
use rapier. Yes, everyone's casual JoJo's and user character uses a rapier. This guy.
Zoro.
And this is a controversial one, but this is not actually a rapier. It's actually a side sword, but we're going to include it here because it pokes things. Because why not? Next, we'll talk about Chinese swords, which I have a very
Ooh.
affinity towards. This is fun. We're going to talk about the Jian and the Dao. So, oh yeah, the Dao looks like this. Now, the Jian is actually just a very, very, very light double-edged straight sword that was primarily used in one hand, though two-handed variations did exist. Fun fact, I actually used to teach the Jian and the Dao because I love these weapons. They're fun.
Yo.
Out of the two types of swords, the Jian was more of a scholarly weapon and relied on dexterity, so if you build dex in real life, this is what
Oh
you're
my
going to use.
God, how do you build decks in real life? Please.
I wish I
tell me how
built
it
decks in
works.
real life.
You just gotta build dex. It's not
I
going
need
to the
to
gym and just-
rearrange my stat tree. What the fuck?
Oh No, I've been
reallocate.
putting it somewhere else.
Where have you been putting it? Just build faith, you'll be okay.
Ah, I gotta get good.
You gotta get good. The Dao, on the other hand, was single-edged and was actually the weapon of war, not the scholarly weapon, but actually meant to do more damage. It's also just a cutting weapon. Looks very much like a scimitar. Anyway, people that used the Dao and Jian. For the Dao, the only examples I could really find were Selfang from Pirates of the Caribbean. I couldn't really find any pictures of him using it because it's hard to like screen capture that. We also have Zuko from Avatar. If
Yo,
anyone's seen that.
Hey yo!
As for the Jian, we have Ka-ting.
Oh,
Genshin Impact. And we
Genshin
also have
reference?
myself. I also
Hey
use-
yo!
Hey, yo!
That's
Look
the
at that
best
refined
I know
representation.
that guy. I know that guy.
I don't know him. We'll find him one day. Also, let's talk about fantasy swords. We did talk about lightsaber a little bit.
I almost thought he had a Jedi, and I was like, what? Jedi?
He's a space samurai with a little red sword.
That's
That's what I'm gonna call
self-insert though. Yeah. For real.
We have the Moonlight Greatsword from all of the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring. Good weapon. We have whatever this is from
What is
Final
that?
Fantasy.
Is it like a giant fucking knife?
It's
a butter knife.
a butter knife.
Man, you should like this guy, Twig.
Why?
He's from a Final Fantasy game.
Oh, Final Fantasy people are OP.
It rhymes with cloud.
Not only does it rhyme
Whatever
with cloud,
this is. I don't know
what
what
the
to call
fuck
this.
is that?
That's just my backbone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My spine uses
Thank
a
you
back
for your
scratcher.
sacrifice.
Sometimes we're just gonna hold a spine in our hands. It's secretly OP.
Mm-hmm.
But are there more types of swords? Of course.
Yes.
But
Oh,
we have to save that for 102, not 101. We're not there yet.
Oh my gosh, the advanced class.
The advanced class. Hopefully you came out learning something new, but that is Swords 101.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
Actually,
do
Did we pass,
have a
Professor?
question.
You know, the fact that you said you did fencing, yeah, you automatic pass.
I have two questions.
Questions. I have answers,
Alright.
maybe.
What would a knighting sword be considered, first of all?
A knighting sword?
Yeah.
You know, we're just gonna say longsword because it's safe.
Okay, cool. I have one of those, so A+ on me, I think.
I think that actually, yeah, A+ at least.
And
100%.
and then, I don't know if you've ever played Soul Calibur 2
I have.
or any Soul Calibur game. Hold on, let me find her name because I don't remember her name. Sorry. Wait, what's her name? Wait.
Shield a sword.
Yeah, she's got a sword, but I was wondering what her sword would be. I can't find her name. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Now I'm so curious. Just like which one.
God. Is
Is it from an anime, a game?
No, it's from a game. It's from Soul Calibur. Oh my god.
Soul Calibur.
God. What? Ivy sword from.
Oh, Ivy. Yeah.
What would that be considered? Or is it even
Whip.
considered a sword?
I'd consider it a
It's-
whip sword.
Okay.
A whip sword.
It's falls into the fantasy sword category, I'm gonna say.
Okay. That's good enough for me.
Good. A+.
Thank you.
A+ to
Thank
everybody.
you.
We all passed. We all passed
Yay.
Sword 101.
I'm a
Very good.
swordologist.
A swordologist, yes. We all need to be that.
If everyone doesn't mind, I kind of want to go next because I now know that everyone plays Genshin or is familiar with Genshin here.
Yes.
I do have. I may start watching from the stream. I'm getting very tired.
Okay.
So it was
Rest
nice
up.
PowerPointing with you all. I will be in the chat. Thank you.
It was so lovely seeing you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Discordception. Whoa.
Scoreception.
Okay. Let's present. Hello, everyone. And everyone who doesn't play Genshin, I'm so sorry. But for my PowerPoint presentation, I have decided... Wait, can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay. For my PowerPoint presentation, I have decided to rate Genshin mains. These are not ratings of the characters. These are ratings of the
no.
people who play them.
Oh no.
I'm so
I'm afraid.
excited.
Ooh.
Twig, yes, I know this could have been a video. However, my previous presentation fell through. There are many characters, so this will be brief. I am the viewer of vibes, therefore all judgments are correct and final.
Oh, I
And
can't
that's
return
that.
them afterward.
Yeah, no. Vibes can't be
okay,
returned,
got it.
unfortunately.
All right.
So let's start with alphabetical order. Albedo is a 9 out of 10. People who play him are rare but nice and know that I like playing on the elevator, so they will spawn it just for funsies, and I love them.
This is
So
my
much.
main.
Alhaitham fans need to stop being horny. They get a 4 out of 10.
What do you mean? What does that mean? What do you mean?
Oh.
I actually like
Oh my
Alright,
God.
Aloy, you are an Amber main, but with not like other girls' energy. 6 out of
Oh,
10.
Why is that so
God.
accurate?
That's
Amber
actually-
mains, either a contrarian or loves the character. Either way, you have attachment issues. 7 out of 10.
Goodness.
Ito mains are a 10 out of 10. Never met a toxic Ito main, though maybe learn math. All
Himbo
of-
energy. You gotta
Himbo.
understand.
Love him.
Barbara mains scare me. 3 out of 10.
Remember her rule?
Yeah.
And only stayed depressed for 30 seconds.
Beto! You love women, and I love them too.
Amen.
So you get a 7 out of 10. Bennett mains, this is a hot take. He's boring, but you're too busy looking at that C6 notification to realize. 5 out of
Uh-oh.
10.
I just love that he's cute.
My man
Oh,
is
God, Teddy's a
actually
Barbara
Mondstadt's main character.
Truth.
Candace mains are 20 out of 10. Beto mains, but better.
Oh,
Yeah, I
snap.
have to agree. The quest line makes it. She's hella mommy. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Changyun, you're rare, but there's a reason for that. 6 out of 10. You're still better than Bennett mains.
That's fair. That's actually fair.
Kale, something just tells me you didn't get Tainari. That's just a hunch. 5 out of 10.
No.
Sino, 6 out of 10. Unfaithful Shao mains. I respect the dad joke commitment, though.
Yeah, I mean Sino because Xiao dodged me on my first ever 50-50 loss.
See,
and I've never gotten
unfaithful
over
Shao
it.
main.
Yep.
I have a bad take
Yep.
for this. I don't know if I should say it regarding
Say it.
Sino.
Take.
It's like after playing Razor. Oh, here we go. I played Razor for the longest time until AR30, until I got my first 5-star. So I gotta say, when I played Sino, I was like, oh my god, it's like Razor, but better.
That's the other joke that people make. But
Yeah.
you may be saying, Twig, there's 50-something characters in Genshin. How in the world are you gonna fit all 50 characters on independent slides and not have the PowerPoint be too long? I have the answer. So, these are my 10 out of 10 mains.
Yunjin, my baby!
Nice. Yunjin, yes.
All of these people are nice all the time. I have never met a bad
He's not
person.
even out yet.
He's not out
He's
yet.
not even out yet. What do you mean?
Okay,
he's a 10
okay.
out of
So the
10?
people who don't have them yet, or like aren't out yet, I've been judging based off of online interactions I've seen about the character
Oh my
and
god.
in
What does that
spaces
mean?
discussing Genshin.
You
I
mean
just
you
love
don't
the
play in
meme.
this closed beta?
Oh,
No.
okay, fair.
No, I do not. These are my 9 out of 10s.
Actually, main
He's not
Kazuha,
even
so I
out
accept
yet.
this.
Wait, is he out?
No.
No,
he's not out yet.
either.
mixed banner.
He's not out
Um,
either.
But I've seen
he is
people
about
who
this,
are
doesn't he? Yeah.
planning on getting
I agree
him
with
and are
Kazuha,
very
though.
intent. Yes, Kazuha's a 9 out of 10 because there are bad apples. Unlike the 10 out of 10s, every single
my
person who
gosh.
plays those characters are nice. But Ningguangs are mommy and have really big damage and understand the game a lot, and I have such respect for Ningguang mains.
I am
Hazel
actually
mains
a
are
bit-
just like insane. They're cracked. What were you
I
saying?
still
Sorry.
don't have this first there. I still don't have Hazo. I've never seen him. I don't know
Oh,
why
I
I don't
have
ever
him.
get him. Wow.
These are my 8 out of 10s. Most of these characters are more niche supports, unlike Venti. Venti's just there. The like people who play Venti. There's a lot of weird ones out there, but you know their damage and
Yeah.
their skills are very nice to have in domains, so they get pretty high
What
up
a
on the
good
list.
song. I'm taking Dia out because Dia, she'll be there after the patch, but everyone else is a good comp. I want to get Shenhe. Oh my god.
And
Dea mains, I have such respect for because you're sticking by this character that
Oh my
everyone else
God.
is screaming about. And I love that for you. You
Everything
actually
about
understand
Dea.
supports, and I love that. Yoimiya mains are also
Yes,
precious.
yo.
I love them.
Oh yeah.
These are our 7 out of 10s. Most of these are just like, I don't know.
God, you.
They really
Oh,
love their
no.
characters.
I love
Yeah.
Chi-Chi so much, and that's not even a joke.
Yeah,
I was
these
gonna
are the
say, there's
people
women
who
of Chi-Chi.
like have extreme devotion to their characters, as I've noticed.
I
so
mean,
right about Noel mains. They're so devoted.
Yeah, Noel mains are insane.
yeah, I got C16.
These are our 5 out of 10s. They're all there for different reasons. Each main in this category has kind of like a different vibe to it, I would say.
It's actually true.
Question. As someone who
Answer.
identified as official main, I actually identified as an Oz main. What's your take on that?
Oz
Let's
mains are
go.
fantastic. Official
Okay.
mains are most likely Wattpad reading middle schoolers.
I mean, I also love official too, but Oz though.
You gotta
Oz
tell me why
mains-
these people are 5 out of 10. I'm a bit curious.
These people are 5 out of 10 because they either are really awesome or really suck.
Yeah,
And
you
there's
rated
no in
Shogun?
between.
There is no in between. You're kind of right. Especially with Huta mains. I love Huta.
I use,
mains.
like- Oh my god, I used 4 out of 8, dude. Jeez. 5 out of 10. Alright.
You're either really awesome or you really suck, so I've just put all of you into
No.
5 out of 10.
Oh my god,
4
the rest
out
of my
of 10.
mains are going lower. Luke! 4? Why?
Felix needs to be -4.
Negative? What?
That was generous for D-Luke.
Not my main. My OG main being 4 out of 10. Even my waifu's 4 out of 10. What is this?
the betrayal.
Why?
Skytzsy,
Why
you're
are
proving
you 4 out of
yourself.
10?
You're proving yourself.
What do you mean? I've never been so awake at 8 a.m. in my life.
Okay. So hear me out, right? Nilu mains are a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Because they're building their entire team comp around a waifu. And for the most part, they're chill about their love of Nilu, but they kind of give vibes off that I'm just like, not my favorite person in the world. D-Luke mains.
Okay, go on. Go off. I'm
Pick your
listening.
words carefully.
I'm listening.
D-Luke mains usually have a little bit of an ego.
Oh? A little? Galahad, what do you mean a little? Oh my god.
And usually that also kind of means that they can either be toxic or have a stick up their ass. But there are some nice D-Luke mains, so I have them at 4 and not 2.
I'll have you know, they stick up our asses. D-Luke names. Anyways. Funny as hell,
Okay.
though.
Yae Miko mains, you're weird about Yae Miko.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's like a devotion thing.
I'm surprised to see Yai at 4.
I don't know why she's in 4. What did she do? What did she do to you, Twig?
I'm playing Yae. This is not rating the characters. This is rating the people who I've interacted with who play them.
Damn, I'm 4 out of 10 for sure.
Xiangling and Sayu are also there. This is 3 out of 10. Mind you, I play 2 of these characters.
Scaramouche is here, let's fucking go!
As a Zhongli Wanderer recent main,
Okay, so Zhongli
You need
mains
to hear the
are annoying to me because in co-op, I do a lot of crowd control Kazuha Sucrose things. And you're just erecting this fucking pillar in the middle of my AoE that I have to navigate around. And not only that, you're only giving yourself a shield.
you know, can I admit something?
Not
This
this
is-
is too.
This is the first character I wheeled on because I wanted to get the second shield during the burst specifically for
God.
co-op. In case I ever
Yeah.
co-oped with anyone, I didn't want to be a selfish shielder. Because I'm crazy.
I'm sorry,
same
I'm
thing.
broke. I can't get C2. I'm broke. I don't think
Yeah, but-
my
Crystallize make
financial
shields for
status
friends.
Yeah,
can help
but
me.
also Zhongli mains, they end up, like, unlearning how to dodge. Which actively
Oh my
hinders
God.
how
Oh my
good
God,
they
that's
are
so
at the
true.
game.
Oh my god. Have you seen that comic? I'm sure you guys seen this comic around where the traveler had to enter the Hakashin Eco thingy where he had to parry, and the very first thing that happened is Zhongli just looking at the traveler saying, "We made him too soft." Oh my god. He can't parry for shit.
Shao
It's a
and
comic
Scaramouche
about
mains
how
are
high-
self-explanatory. If you've spent any length of time on TikTok or Twitter, you
That's
know.
very true.
Oh, I actually don't do those things, so maybe I'm safe.
Oh my god.
Shao mains in particular, I have a vendetta against because I got Shao on the first banner, and that was back when people were like, "Oh, if you got Shao, I'm literally just not gonna let you into my world for co-op. I'm gonna boot
What?
you from the world if you have a Shao profile picture,
That's
or if you
insane.
pull out a Shao."
No.
Typical Genshin
Interesting.
player behavior.
That is actually
And Scaramouche
Damn.
fans are basically Shao fans in a different font. Tell me one Shao fan who doesn't have a Scaramouche.
Oh, for real.
So-
Oh, I gotta
They're
say,
the
it's
same
the
character
edgy
except Scaramouche is
Twig
worse.
Concept. Scaramouche is for Kazuha mains who can't play Xiao, and I just added myself.
Oh,
Very true, very true, very true.
controversial.
Um,
Oh my lord.
2 out of 10.
Oh no.
Oh.
Seeing
I
Eula
don't
here
know.
doesn't. I don't believe this. Eula
Eula,
is
2 out of
white.
10. She
I
has to be this
disagree.
eight.
I
It's
disagree
not the
with this
character.
too. It's the player.
The player.
It's the people who play the character.
No.
Eula mains are so dedicated to Eula.
Yeah,
Eula mains
yeah.
went feral over a sneeze.
That's actually true. They did.
Yo, I did not watch the trailer long enough to bend like that. Okay, that was like a bonus that I
Eula
didn't
mains
see.
play Genshin Impact for the plot, quote unquote. Same with
I have to
Mona.
understand.
People who play Mona play Genshin Impact for the plot.
I've actually
Lawrence
met someone who made
Clan
Mona.
And Sarah Kujo
Legit
mains are just bad at the
plot.
game.
I will
Okay, I'll
say,
give it that one.
the one time I had in-game shitty behavior from a Genshin Impact player was when Eula came out and someone wanted to world join. And I just reinstalled the game because I had a bug with it. So I forgot to turn it off that they could just auto-join. So someone just joined in. And they just didn't talk to me, stole mats to build Eula, and left.
Oh no.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Eula
Is
mains
that
are
like-
2 out of 10. They are
I
not
agree with you.
hospitable.
I'm
Not
trying to fight for
hospitable.
my cat.
1 out of 10.
Okay, I agree with you. I agree.
They have a single point, and that is because I know that there has been a Lisa revolution in the past few years, where more people have been building Lisa for more than her climbing noises.
Fucking
I'm
hate
so
bonuses.
glad.
But the damage has been done.
The damage was done.
Okay,
Damage
fair.
has been done.
But I love
Oh.
her.
I love her too. I am low on this list. If you look at who I play, I am very low on this list.
I have to know, who do you guys main? I need to know.
Per region. Per region.
Per region,
region?
for me it would be Sucrose or Eula. And then who do I main from Leeway? Do I have a Leeway main? I don't think I do. And then Inazuma, I have Kazuha, and I've been using Scaramouche recently. And then Sumeru, I use a lot of Layla and Tainari.
It's good choices.
What
I
about
actually
y'all?
forgot who Layla was because I don't have her. She's Hatsune Miku, right?
Hatsune Miku!
That's
That's Farazan.
She's the
As
sleepy
far as I know.
girl.
whoops! That's the other one. That's the other character I also don't have. Whoops, my bad.
I'll go. So I don't know that I have a main from Mondstadt except maybe Fischl. Probably. Leeway-wise, Yunjin, Chi-Chi or Zhongli, I love them all very, very much. Inazuma, I live and breathe Kazuha.
Yep,
if
as you
could
should.
see what my computer room looks like, you'd be like, oh, okay. Easy answer there. And then Sumeru, I adore Layla, but I've also been maining Scaramouche.
Cool.
Let's go.
Hmm.
What about y'all?
I'm like thinking about it by region. I guess for Mondstadt,
Alright.
like my actual main in general is Albedo. So it's Albedo
Oh!
and,
See,
Albedo
rare.
and Eula from Albedo and Eula, but I do agree with your Eula take. They're I could agree with that.
Why would
I
you
am
give
also
up
a
so
Eula
soon?
person.
Why would you give up so fast about the Eula?
This
Okay,
is
so
Are we
there
not
was
this
a
is
compelling
coming
point.
from someone who plays Eula.
Yeah, that was a lot of compelling points. I can't
do
disagree
play
with.
Eula. What? Dang.
What
I
about you,
guess for
Skytsy?
Leeway, it'll-
All right, so like in per region, oh my gosh, if I say this, it's technically me saying who my husbandos and waifus are in the game. So for Mondstadt, it's obviously Beetle, and we have Eula, and the occasional Jean. Dang, you know,
Ooh.
I feel so targeted from the list already. Seeing Twig like mention all those characters, and then for Leeway, I have Ganyu because she was literally the first character we meet from. Oh no, she's the second character we meet from Leeway. It was Xiangling first, and then Zhongli. For Inazuma, it would have been the Raiden Shogun, Miko, and Ayato, and Kazuha. And for Sumeru, it would be Alhaitham, and I mean, I wanted Dia, but then I realized I can't pull anymore. I'm broke in game.
It's fair. These are the negatives out of 10.
No, don't put Kaching there. Don't do it.
Kaching is there because her fan base is batshit crazy.
You're right. But...
This list, let's go. Oh my god. I mean, I agree. This is the last list here. Child was my first limited, so
Dory players are there simply because of that idol.
The Japanese voiceover.
The yeah thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you make me hear that in co-op, you're negative out of 10. And Tartaglia mains are Tartaglia mains.
This is true.
That's actually true.
My man's got Riz. You got a problem?
No! He does not have Riz. But yes, thank you for coming to my PowerPoint presentation. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Let's go.
I am correct on all of these takes. And if you think otherwise, you cannot take the truth.
My whole thing's ruined.
That PowerPoint was basically calling Skytzsy out in 10 fonts.
Literally.
Oh, I have not seen every character mentioned was just like a direct hit, a critical hit to me. All the crit damage. Oh Lord.
Yeah, he just built crit, and somehow got lucky.
Yeah. Like not even 1% chance. I still got all the crit damage there. Who's going next?
Skytsy or Chapel. Either one.
You wanna go first? Chapel?
I'll go.
Okay.
I can do it.
I'm
not
interested
gonna
to
cry.
see. I'm interested to see what Chapel did.
I'm interested to see how this goes. Okay. All right. Let me set up my screen. Okay. Y'all let me know if you can see me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, the branding is so cute.
Oh, thanks.
I love the Gothic architecture. It's so
Thank
nice.
you.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. So, as a Fallen Angel VTuber, during my time trapped on this funny little floating rock, I've developed some fascinations, like Genshin, as well as other things, including shopping. I love to shop, online and offline, but especially online. And I love seeing the strange and interesting things people create with a spark of creativity and enough Red Bull to get something put together. So tonight, I present to everybody my top 5 Red Bubble designs ranked.
Let's go.
Weird things that you can spend your money on that you shouldn't spend your money on, but maybe you kind of want to spend your money on.
Can
Beginning
you
with number
send links to them later?
You know what? I can, because I saved all of these, and everything I looked at from narrowing down has completely ruined my algorithm on Redbubble.
Oh my god!
Can I,
Let's make it worthwhile.
Actually, what is Redbubble? I'm not familiar with this.
Okay, yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
sticker
So
making.
yeah.
Oh.
So it's a website where you people can go and upload their designs, and they can. I think the designers get to select what items they'll be available for, but there's like they do stickers, they do posters, they do T-shirts. So
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to kind of be for your own original stuff. You'll see a lot of stuff on there that's copyrighted, but we don't talk about it.
Got it.
So, starting with number 1, I present the Garagura face
Oh my
mask.
god.
God.
This, many of us make VTuber personas to wear online to masquerade as a fun idea that inspires us, and this person on Redbubble made it somewhat possible to attempt it in the flesh world in a way that makes others wish we wouldn't.
World.
I scored
Not
this,
the Flesh world.
not the flesh
Flesh world
world.
is a strange place.
I scored this face mask a 5 out of 10. It's sufficiently cursed and advertises your love for VTubers, which feels rather taboo to do anywhere that isn't your Twitter account.
Very true.
No. No.
But I have a question for y'all.
I have
Could
an
it be
answer.
more cursed?
Yes.
Oh,
Consider.
my God.
The Garagura
Oh.
screaming pillow.
Yeah.
I want that.
no.
So, on Redbubble, designers usually make even the most product-specific designs available for other merchandise, which is where the really cursed stuff happens. Ordering this mask design on a pillow definitely boosts the rating of this disconcerting design, and I personally put this at an 8 out of 10. A mouth design on a face mask is pretty obvious, but this pillow defies all reason. Unless your friends know that you love VTubers, in which case this will probably seem accurate. So, that's number 1. Number 2. Yeah, I'm gay. Good at Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was still thinking, huh? What? Oh, it's a shirt. It's a design.
It's a design.
Even
As a gay and a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, this one hit me right in the feels. And I swear my score of 6 out of 10 is not purely biased. It is a solid meme design. Shinji! It's a solid meme design. I think it's pretty great to see some representation of
What does
TCG
the
players.
bottom say?
It
I
does.
thought
It
it was
is.
going to be an angel reference because both of you are like angels. So I was like, is this the reference? I mean, the representation we're looking for?
Fun fact: I actually searched the Japanese myself. It does say it's time to duel.
Holy fuck!
It's
Let's go.
I need that
sure-
shirt.
This is literally like one of the first things I ever found on Redbubble. So yeah, a shirt like this is bound to confuddle anyone who sees you wearing it. But we're likely pretty used to seeing silly guy shirts like this, all over the place. So what would be a stranger place to see this? I present to you Gay O'Clock. Good heavens, just look at the time. This
Oh
way,
my
you'll always
God.
know when it's time to duel.
Good point.
It's so sad that the "it's time to
boy.
duel" got cropped out for the clock.
Yeah, that's your job now. To learn how to tell time.
Every
So that
noon,
is
it's
what I
time
need.
to duel.
So I consider this an easy 8 out of 10 to disappoint your parents when they visit. Number 3. Legalized kid cuisine. Seen here as a
Is it
carb.
illegal?
Is this bad? Is it good? How many nuggets are in there?
Depends.
Wait, Skytzsy, have you never had kid cuisine?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
Never had
so
it.
lucky.
Really?
Yeah, and I've never had this.
the corn was so it was rancid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Okay.
As far as cursed is concerned, it's a moderate 5 out of 10. It's not alarming, but it's that the memory of what these frozen meals tasted like is a curse all of its own. I appreciate this design because it suggests the existence of a universe where these are illegal, which would be the correct choice, because forcing a child to microwave chocolate pudding and eat it should be a criminal offense.
What the fuck? Chocolate.
And that's
chocolate in it.
Yeah.
That is
fuck?
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor
thank God
Skytsy
that
learns
is
what a
bad.
kid cuisine is.
I don't miss
Yeah.
these.
No one does.
The chicken nuggets
Oh,
weren't bad, and the mac and
no.
cheese was okay. But
There
I
was
also
nothing good
wasn't a
about any of this.
picky. I
Most mac and
wasn't a
cheese,
picky
yeah.
kid.
It
so.
survives. But what could be more questionable than freshly microwaved pudding fresh out of the radioactive oven? Leg.
I love that radioactive
Leg!
pudding.
Leg. Just leg. That's
My
actually
personal
gross.
favorite kid cuisine meal. So, if you choose to get this as a button, you can represent your love for leg.
Leg.
Just one though.
Good.
Not both.
Leg.
Leg.
It gets 8 disappointing lunches out of 10.
What in the world?
Number 4. Animal Crossing classism.
All that
This-
glitters is a device of your oppression.
This is an entire series of designs. I had to
What?
painfully narrow it down.
Entire series about
They have many. But I narrowed it down to this design because this design caused me to have an Animal Crossing headcanon.
Okay.
As an
Let's see
Anka
it.
main, I own the officially licensed amiibo card for her, so I get to say that I'm an Anka main. I believe that as a snooty villager, she sits with the rest of the snooties and smugs at the top 1% of villager society, and I don't interpret this design as her foreboding wisdom warning us about our affinity for luxury items. I think we are the workforce that makes it possible for the snooty villagers to craft their golden dishware.
Wow.
Not on the hydro flask. Not on the hydro flask.
What is you guys'
Which is also
favorite
like
Animal Crossing villagers? I'm now curious. We now
We
know
need to know.
Galahad's. I mean, not Galahad's Chapel, sorry. You're right next to each other
Actually-
on my screen.
I will say Mitzi is actually the one I'm emotionally connected to, but I love Anka.
Still, I've never played Animal Crossing.
I've played it, but the moment Genshin Impact existed, I dropped
Oh
that
god.
That's fair.
thing.
Well, for your knowledge, Chapel, I love Sherb.
Derb is such a good choice.
I love him. I've gotten him on 2 different islands without an amiibo, and I'm so proud of that. He
You're
loves me
meant
too.
to be together.
Yeah. Anyways, continue, sorry.
No, you're totally fine. My ideal manifestation of this design is a smartphone case. What better way to promote your Marxist beliefs than on the back of your totally ethical luxury device? I think Marx
boy.
appreciates irony.
Even
Probably.
better if it's an iPhone case. It is an
Even
iPhone
better.
case.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. There's options though. If you're not, they have options for different makes and models. But I do have to give a moment to acknowledge the close second choice of this designer's designs.
Oh my god!
They're telling us to eat the rich. Primarily because I believe that this is the face of
She's
the last thing
already
you see before you die.
terrifying. She doesn't need the text. She's already terrifying.
And
Oh,
then
God.
number 5, MILF. Man, I love Fortnite.
Oh, no.
Oh, I've known about this one. I've been
What can-
disconnected. Oh no.
So cringe.
Disconnect from where?
Like seriously cringe. Even I
Oh,
like
I'm
Fortnite,
back,
and
I'm
I
back,
wouldn't
I'm
wear
back.
this.
Like, what can I honestly say? It kind of speaks for itself. It also absolutely
knows?
sabotages itself. It appears that in order to conserve space and keep the tagline visible, they shortened the word with the number 4, which completely ruins the abbreviation.
Oh no.
Oh, we do love when a creator subverts the genre.
Don't you
Unfortunately,
love MIL4s?
MIL4. Unfortunately, this design only comes on a t-shirt, nothing else.
Wow.
Although, maybe you just can't improve on perfection. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow.
What?
Oh,
It seems like we have a new challenger design on Redbubble.
Oh?
could it be
Number 5.2.
Oh
I stopped
my.
playing Genshin
Oh,
Impact to
no.
be here.
Oh no.
Oh,
Not
no.
the targeted memes.
I feel
Think
so
about-
called out.
Think about the people most likely to actually own this. They probably didn't buy it for themselves. I
Oh,
hate that I
no.
relate to this. It's really got the vibe of the only young person appropriate shirt mom could find at Spencer's Gifts, and that
Oh,
is
no.
prime curse material.
Oh.
At this
That
point, you know what I'm gonna
radiates
do
like
next.
2014 Tumblr energy, but like in a 2023 context.
I'm
which
so glad
is
that this
horrible.
I'm so glad this is photoshopped onto these two because it would not be this happy to wear it.
Yeah.
At this point, you know what I'm gonna do. I present to you the postcard.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Imagine
Postcard.
sending a postcard to someone announcing your arrival and presence while actually not being there at all. It's kind of like my dad.
Whoa.
All the while,
Oh my god!
all the while making that person realize that you're probably at home spending time with your C6 Miko.
Oh.
C6, Miko. What?
Why would
And
you
that's shopping with me.
C6 Miko? Anyways, yes, Chapel, if you put the links in the chat, well, not the chat, but the Discord chat, I will put them in the description of this video after the
Absolutely.
stream.
Absolutely. Will do.
First content. Let's do it.
And I think that just leaves Skytzsy, right?
Yes. Thank you for the funky presentations. I will now prepare a dish for you guys.
Oh.
Fantastic, because you were converting your presentation to Canva during this whole thing. How to
Yes,
make dumplings! Wow!
Yes. So today's
dope.
class will be cooking. We'll be making
yeah.
dumplings because I made dumplings, I guess, a month back, and I still remember it clear as day for some reason. So today we'll be making dumplings, ladies and gents.
I love
I'm
making
so ready for dinner.
dumplings.
All right, so I actually added actual photos, definitely my photos everywhere. And today we'll be using the ingredients of ground pork. So we'll be using ground pork, or you can use any meat substitute. You can even use vegetables if you want to. They're just the same. We're just gonna put them all in our side wrappers. That's what's important. So we're gonna get some wonton wrappers. We need so much ginger, garlic, and onions. You're gonna mince them all together. You gotta get some salt and pepper as well to season your dish.
Sorry, is the PowerPoint meant to be changing?
I don't know what it looks like. Oh, yeah, you're right. Why is it not changing?
Okay.
My bad. Is it changing now?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
on
okay.
page 2.
I'm a bit confused with Canva. Anyways, so this is the ingredients as mentioned. You gotta get all of these things. As I mentioned, a wonton wrappers. Your main ingredient can be pork or any substitute that you want. You gotta have some ginger, some garlic, some onions. All right, class. How are we cooking? Do you guys have your ingredients ready? Are you
Yes.
actually
Have my
making the
thingy.
dumplings?
Of
Let's
course.
Oh
go.
no, Chapel!
Go. All right.
It's because I used a sword from Galahad's presentation.
No,
Perfect.
Chapel!
We are applying everything from earlier's class. This is technically a 4 out of 10 dish. Wasn't that where Xiangling was?
Oh
So
god.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna be
wow.
making
Callback.
references, and we're gonna be using a lot of the swords that Galahad mentioned, and we'll be putting all this, the end result, into a red bubble sticker, and we'll have Beetle eat
Perfect.
it. Yes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna mix the pork or your main ingredient with everything, literally everything. You put it in a bowl and you start mixing it, and once you're done, you can get a teaspoon amount and put it on the wrapper. That's step 1. Step 2. This is the fun part. This is actually the part that takes forever. So with each wrapper, you're gonna form a dumpling, whether it is as seen in the image over here.
Using a
'Cause
fork
there
to
are-
fold.
Yeah, I mean that's what I did. That's the one I originally did. Everything else here is like you can see variants online, and I think my wrapper was too small to be complicated, as seen on the right side of the image. So I went for the classic. Let's just use the fork to squish the wrapper together so that
Oh
it
god.
tightens.
It's
Brilliant
like
sequence.
dumpling ravioli.
Yes.
Dumpling ravioli.
I mean, I have a photo for ravioli and all your favorite, stuff in it, but I'm not putting it in here. You might say that's cursed or something. You can put, chocolate or some
What?
ketchup or some honey mustard inside each wrapper, but I'm not gonna do that. I mean,
What?
I feel like that's gonna hurt everyone emotionally. And right after that, you can put your dumplings into a steamer. Literally, like, an easy step. And after that, step 4, wait until it finishes steaming.
The
There's nothing else
suspense
to
is
do.
killing me. The
The
suspense is killing
suspense.
me. Are they gonna be okay?
Ta-da!
They were okay!
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't
Literally,
die.
this is. Yeah, we didn't die, guys. This is the dumplings I made a month ago, and it was good. Ta-da! You can add some soy sauce into this, and it's great. You should try this
Soy
at
sauce.
home. For real, for real.
I make dumplings
Ta-da.
a lot.
Nice.
Like
Alright,
an unhealthy amount.
An unhealthy amount? Damn, like how
Unhealthy
many do you eat?
I make them like once a month.
Once a
And
month?
I make
Okay.
a bunch, and so I like flash freeze them, and then I can just pan fry
Ooh.
dumplings whenever I want them.
Good idea. I should have done that. I'll do that
I
next time.
like line them up on a baking sheet and then put them in the freezer, and then after they're sufficiently frozen, I just bag them, throw them in the
Ooh, okay.
freezer.
I'll
Yeah.
do that. Do that. Alright, thank you. That's my dumpling talk.
Woohoo!
Very
We-
informative.
Thank
Dumplings.
you.
We have gotten through all of the PowerPoint presentation. This was fun.
It was.
I enjoyed triggering Skytzsy over Genshin mains. I should do
Jesus
that again.
Christ, I knew it. This was
You
targeted at
triggered
me.
When you put Kuching in negative, I took it personally.
What did you do? I'm so glad that I never saw Child as my main, even though he was my main, like my first limited character. But I can see what that Mr. Riz, Mr. Steely a girl, be doing in the negatives, you know. But like,
I mean, yeah. Fair.
You can't get over the Eulamies.
not the ULMA, not
The Eulamies.
I think I triggered like Teddy as well because Teddy was in my chat. I'm a Barbara main. What? Barbara and Fletcher build is the best. I
I have
have
200 crit damage on Barbara. Why?
3 out of 5 on that list. Barbara mains scare me though. They're scary.
Casual DPS Barbara enjoyer. Why not?
God. And then Diona mains are like Barbara mains, you just find them a lot less, and they're a lot more chill about their DPS.
True.
DPS.
Iona should be negative 50.
No! There's a lot of people who are just like comfy gamers who play Diona. And they just like
You know,
want to
that's
give
fair.
shields. Diona in co-op better than Zhongli. I said it.
Not
Better
if you have
support than
C2.
No, but Diona also heals.
Sean Lee could heal at C6.
I was going to say.
Yeah, but Diona heals for free.
That's so true.
And she's a 4-star. But yeah, it was
good
fun
points.
having you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the
Thank you for having
invite.
us.
Yeah, I always like pulling in new people into my server to subject to the horrors that is this server. But you know,
It was only horrifying before it started, and my anxiety told me I was gonna fail. So it was great.
no, your presentation was fantastic. I loved it.
It was.
Yes.
It was.
I learned so much today. I learned that his V-hander is apparently a great sword.
It is.
I did not know that. I thought it was just like a two-hander.
Yep.
And I also
It's a
learned about
big sword.
Red Bubble.
Very
With all the
true.
cursed items.
You learned about kids cuisine.
Yeah, I never knew that either. Like, what is that?
We also learned the Beetle is top Beetle.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
Beetle is
like the
King Beetle.
eyelash beetle.
But yeah, what do we want to do now? Are you guys wanting to stream a little bit more, or are we all PowerPointed, talked out?
Mhm.
Both. I'm
I'm gonna hang
both.
out
I'm
for a little
actually
bit.
okay.
For the PowerPoint after party.
PowerPoint after party.
PowerPoint after
Yo. So yeah, VTubers. We have 4 VTubers in this call. We could talk about VTubing things.
All right.
I don't know what's going
That's
on
true.
with VTubing. I'm too absorbed in my own bubble to know. So
I
Same.
feel the same way.
yeah.
I've never
Like,
understood
at
what
this-
VTubing is doing.
Like in this case, I'm just like, I'm gonna try to like rebrand, but not really, because like I still have to finish that comic I wanted to make regarding it.
Mm.
Like, there's a reason why I'm going in this path, but I'm not so sure as to why I'm doing it right now. I don't know.
Are you still trying to do like spy stuff?
Oh yeah, that's still there. I'm trying to make it, seemingly make sense as to why I picked this current path. So I'm basically adding one lore bit into it, including like a comic.
Man,
the
people with lore are so cool.
Oh yeah,
Lore's
I don't
fun.
know. Yeah, making lore is interesting.
I have one piece of lore. I used to be a mushroom, and I don't remember anything. That's it. That's my lore.
Very strong lore.
Sometimes that's all you need.
It's really it, yeah.
Like I've tried to write lore twice for myself, and I've hated the output every time. So I've basically decided like, it's just what's on the tin. It's fine. And now that I'm working on a redesign coming up at some point, my brain has exploded with ideas.
Oh,
Fine.
Teddy,
Right
do
now-
you want to join the call?
Hello, Teddy.
Teddy's in chat, and Teddy's also a
Hello.
VTuber. And
Oh.
so
Hola.
I will
Yeah.
ask him if he wants to join the call.
Well, hopefully once I redesign, my lore won't suck. Haha.
Haha.
Watching the
Yeah.
Rage PNG spin around is fun.
Oh yeah, the roach PNG.
Oh, hi. Hello.
How? I don't remember how to add Teddy. Teddy trash. There we go. Done. Ha. Cool. Hi, Teddy.
Hello.
Is he
Hello.
there?
Hello.
Teddy, we can't hear you.
Oh.
Muted
Oh no!
and deafen.
Muted and deafened.
Hey, there it goes.
Hey yo! Teddy, do you
Hello,
want to
hello.
talk
Every time
about
with
your
this one.
lore since we were talking about lore? Teddy's got
Oh,
wild
well.
lore.
Well, as Twig knows, I made a little animatic just for Twig the other day, about my lore. So,
I have
I'll
seen
tell you a fun lore
things.
story, I guess. I'll tell you the fun lore story.
My
Um,
eyes have been
So,
that
it was
have been
one.
burned into my skull.
It was one clear night sky, and I decided to go out biking, right? And so I wanted to see the stars, so I go to the mountaintop to see like the constellations and whatnot. And as I'm watching the stars, and they're so beautiful and whatnot, I noticed one getting bigger and bigger, right? Little did I know, it was rushing towards me, and I legit got smacked by the star, and like it like blasted me like across like the entire city. It was very very dramatic, and like in this whole like thing, the star stopped, and I started. So I wasn't always the bear. Context: I was not always the bear, right? And so when the star blasted me, I had like a magical girl-esque transformation where I became a bear because the star wasn't just any old star. It was a part of Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, like that constellation, Big Dipper and Little Dipper.
Yo.
And so that's why
There you go.
I became a bear tuber. And
Woohoo.
Twig, do you
I
have
love
the
that.
animation? Because we could just send it in chat if you want to show them for fun.
There's
I
an
don't-
animation.
I
There's
don't
an
think I
animation.
have the
You
You got
animation,
an anime?
but I can't show it on
I think
stream because it shows Teddy's full bare ass.
I told you, I had a magical girl transformation. They're like always like naked in those. It's weird. I think I can find it. I'll send
Pretty
it in
much
chat.
cake for YouTube.
Mr. Twitch and Mr. YouTube, this is art. Don't worry about it.
There it is, and I'll put it. I'll put it in. I'll put it in content now because it's content. Let's find it. Where's that video? It shouldn't be that far down. It was pretty recent. Am I blind?
Oh, here's a question. Why did you guys start streaming? What inspired you?
Funny enough, it's almost my 1 year anniv.
Hey!
Hey!
Yeah.
Congrats.
So I wanted to give it a shot. I actually never knew what VTubers were a year ago. And I was trying to see like, okay, how do I stream? Because I like games, but not show myself. And then someone told me like, have you heard of VTubing? I was like, what's that? Oh, it's like people streaming, but not people. I was like, what does that mean? And I watch a bunch of like indie and then corporate ones. I was like, oh, so that's what VTubing is. Oh, okay, let me try it out. Literally I was so amazed with like technology back then. I was like, what the fuck? You can stream without showing yourself, without doxing yourself? Damn. Let me try it
Without
out.
doxing yourself.
Literally my only reason as to why I became a VTuber was like, whoa, that looks so cool. Let me try doing that. And here we
What
are.
What about the rest of you? Why'd you start?
I actually
Once again,
considered
yeah.
doing VTubing a while back. I only started streaming, I think, a year ago. I just reached 1 anniversary. Was actually
Wow.
I started because of Elden Ring's release, so I kind of
Let's
pretty much
go.
watched it, and I was like, let's just stream it. And ever since then, I just kind of
YouTuber.
after
That's
that, just
awesome.
continued doing VTubing stuff, and I was like, let's try it out. It's fun.
That's very cool. What
Very
about
cool.
Oh, me? Well, for the longest time, I watched just a lot of gamers, and like I watched on YouTube, like the big greats, Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and all that, and I thought that was really cool, and I even kind of considered doing that back then, but I just never really had time. And then over time, when streaming got really big, I started watching streamers, mostly by finding them through YouTube, and I thought, gee, that would be really cool. And about 2 years ago, I actually technically debuted as a streamer, but
Hey, yo.
but so like not having had that experience, I was just really nervous doing it. And like the weekend I was supposed to start, I actually had like a very unfortunate life event happen, so it kind of like was the worst timing in the world, because once I was kind of like coming back to wanting to do streaming, I was like super anxious and overwhelmed. I hadn't been doing good, and I was just so nervous and like freaked out about being on a camera on stream to nobody, and just kind of just like really uncomfortable. But randomly, YouTube had floated a video to my homepage it was someone's tutorial on how to make a character in Vroid, and I had heard about VTubers, but it wasn't really like something I watched. And I like watching videos about things I don't know anything about. So I watched some of it and watched this person throw together a quick Vroid model. And I was like, that's really cool. And like, this is just a program you can pick up and just open up and start just designing a character. That's really neat. That's just really cool. So when I was trying to stream and I wasn't doing really good, and like I was feeling really like self-conscious and anxious, I thought back to that video and I was like, how easy or difficult is VTubing then actually? And I looked into it and I downloaded Vroid and I tinkered with it and I learned how to make it run, looked at OBS again and kind of like integrated them and realized like I could try this instead and see if it just makes me more comfortable, because I just want to be able to not be so distracted and kind of just focus on doing the fun part that I've been wanting to do forever. And not only that, but on top of like that nice effect where you kind of just get to create something and kind of use it as the face that that others see, I didn't know that there was such a cool community of just so many like really, really lovely people. And that was like huge. That was even bigger than just facilitating a more comfortable place for me to stream. It was just I met so many awesome people like Twig and lots of other people who just made me like feel really at home and excited for streaming. So
That's nice.
like
I
that's just
remember like when I first started Twitter and like first started following VTubers, because I've technically my account's more than a year old, but I took a very long break because I wasn't able to physically stream with my setup. My setup has improved since then. But I remember Chapel was one of the first people I ever fucking followed.
yeah.
And I like looked up to Chapel so much because her
What?
model's so cool. And I like saw her content on Twitter and I was like, dang, she's working. She's working hard.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Thanks. I got to make my model during my first ever vacation from work, where it was the first time I'd gotten to take time off since the like unfortunate life event that happened when I was supposed to start streaming, and it was just like it was the first time I got to take a break, and it was like I spent that entire week making that model and like setting up like my whole thing, and it was just like really, and like during that time getting to meet like I literally remember like meeting you and being like, oh my god, a mushroom tuber, that's so fucking cute, I'm gonna cry. And just seeing everyone's
You were
types
there
of...
for like my first design too. You remember what old Twig looked like.
I do.
It's very different now.
It is, but like it's so cool getting to see everyone's like creativity and like just get to see people vibe that way. It's just literally it's equally as fun seeing other VTubers as it is streaming as a VTuber.
Yeah.
True.
What about you, Teddy? I think Teddy started streaming the most recent out of all of us.
Yeah. I'm a little newbie to all this and stuff, right? I guess I started because I've always wanted to stream because I love playing games, right? And like my mom was like, you should just do it like as work for fun. And I was like, yeah, sure. And so I guess I designed it myself, and then and then I got myself made. I guess to sum it up, I've always been inspired by other VTubers because I've always like enjoyed watching them, and
I've already found like AliExpress merch of Teddy.
Yeah, that was funny. I designed my coat like two-tone because I liked like the colors, and then Tweet one day DM'd me on Twitter like, "Is this you?" And I see. Oh man, that was
someone
that was so
on
funny.
AliExpress has like replicated his hoodie design and put it up for sale.
Yo,
as a clothing item.
Anyway,
time.
if you guys wanted to see the video, it's in content hell now. You could just look at it yourself.
I can't put it on screen, but I can film your reactions.
I'm
No,
so
I
ready
kind of
for
want to
this.
see it.
It's so pretty.
I have seen things I cannot unsee.
This feels like a Japanese commercial.
It does.
Boom.
Well done, Teddy.
The same day Twig asked me to make it, I made it and I sent it. I was like, okay, there you go.
Teddy's so fast with the fan art.
Yeah, I'm quick with the memeing and all that stuff. I love doing that.
But yeah.
But man, you guys, I still throw the Barbara thing. How could you?
Okay. Barbara maids scare me. Don't be mad.
Why? What's your Barbara main experience? That's what I want to know. Why do they scare you? They're like support, but they're kind of bad because they die easily. But that's not.
No. No, it's not that. It's the DPSers.
Well,
There's
that's
a
also
cult.
me.
DPS bar.
There's a
I'm
cult
DPS Barbara,
around.
though.
There's a
DPS
cult
Barbara.
around it.
So, like, listen.
And Teddy, you maining Barbara is a testament to Barbara mains being insane.
It's a Barbara and like Fisher like you know like main mix because the electric bow plus the water attacks really deals damage a lot. It builds. It builds.
It does. I gotta get Chapel and Teddy. on my YouTube. I gotta get you two filming the Windbloom Festival with
Ooh.
me and Beetle. In
Oh,
this
yes.
update, because Echo can't be there, so
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I'll DM you information later. And
Cool.
you'll probably be added to group chat. Probably. Maybe.
We'll see how bad I am at Genshin. I scream a lot. It's very scary for me.
You scream a lot.
Well,
I was
Seriously?
thinking
Genshin scares me.
so.
oh wait,
That can
Teddy,
be
what
useful.
AR are you?
I have not played Genshin since like. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Are you over AR
When was the last
16?
time you played it?
Yes, I am. I'm over AR for sure. Not for sure because I was playing with friends.
Are
But
you over AR
I-
20 something?
I don't think so. I'm telling you, I played last time I played Genshin. Listen. Last time I played Genshin was in Lee plays Pokemon open.
Leeway.
Leeway, yeah. That was last time. I watched it open. I played in the area for a bit and then I stopped.
Oh no.
You have so much story to get through.
I
You
had-
haven't even gotten
I had
to
a-
the
There's
good
a lot of
part.
story.
I had a gambling addiction. Okay, I had to stop.
That's
Um,
fair.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
yeah. But, yeah, so we'll be filming Windbloom, like,
You're
activities.
so pretty.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, Twiggy, just coming by before going back to work. Thank you for coming, Choco Neko. I appreciate your support.
Good luck at work, Choco Neko.
I am so bad at reading chat.
That's
It's
okay.
honestly a meme at this point. I feel so bad for Teddy, who was in chat earlier.
I was in the Phantom Zone. I was not here. I was thrown away into timeout.
Oh yeah, Z-Storm
I can't believe that
timed you
happened
out.
to me. He threw me away. I put the minute he like tossed me into timeout, I put on Twitter and we started talking on Twitter, and I was like, "How could you?"
You know
It was
what? You
hilarious.
know what, Teddy?
Hmm?
You have become privileged.
He's talking about his rose on Twitter.
Z's talking about his Riz.
Yes, I opened it and then he was
I
like, "My
gave
Riz is
him that
incredible."
Riz. For context, Z is my son, my VTuber son, because I do commissions. Ha 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 ha. But yes, Teddy, you are now mod.
Oh, thank you. I'll pop in whenever it helps.
But yeah, other VTuber topics. How do you guys feel about Twitch versus YouTube? Obviously,
That's a
I'm
really good
YouTube
question.
gang.
I like both, but I'm on Twitch mostly.
I use Twitch mostly because I found it easier and I actually learned from friends how it works. And
Yeah, Twitch is-
then in YouTube, I feel like it's very like heavy, or it leans towards like corporates more.
Yeah, and YouTube's scary because the rules are always changing.
Yeah, and
That's
the
true.
rules
The rules are
Very
always changing.
true.
In terms
Yeah.
of like streaming, Twitch's culture is so like established for people who want to watch streamers. But I'll be
True.
honest, like the bigger platform content creators that I watch on Twitch, I did not know existed until I happened upon something they uploaded to YouTube. So I think it's like
True.
it's so much better for getting content and finding people, and I think it's so important. But like I don't know how it is for streaming. Like I feel
YouTube's
like I
like
never really get suggested
gateway.
like a live stream.
I
Yeah,
feel
YouTube's
like-
a gateway.
In order to stream on YouTube, you can't just stream. You
Right.
have to do all three: YouTube, shorts, long form, and streaming. Otherwise, you're not going to get anyone in your stream because YouTube has no like directory, I guess, for streams.
Sure.
So if
Mhm.
you're
Mm.
looking for someone to stream, you have to be subscribed to them already, or you have to at least watched quite a bit of their content already. Otherwise, it's going to be like, oh yeah, search engine optimization, or like you're not going to show up, essentially. The
Yeah,
game
you
about
just get
YouTube
lumped
is
over.
getting that like first click for people to go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
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 They make you work so hard for it right after.
Yeah.
Like, there's more you could do with YouTube. It's just, like you said before, it's about getting recommended. Just having to do everything, basically.
Yeah.
Mm.
The bane of my existence is shorts. Since I am a YouTube creator, I have to do shorts, and I hate doing shorts. I literally just
right.
take videos I've already made and repurpose them into shorts.
It's efficient. It's the better way to do
yeah.
it. It's a good way to do it.
What do you
Because-
use for editing them?
Well, for shorts, the YouTube app has remix function. So you can literally take an uploaded video and convert it into a short and like
Oh, I
choose
did not
the
know that.
times in the YouTube app. So that's a really good way to do it, but also there's like OBS plugins to simultaneously record shorts while streaming.
Cool.
There's
I
a
love
lot of
that.
different ways to do it. But I just do the remix function, which is the
I'd have a
in-app
great
thing.
short from yesterday.
From yesterday?
Yeah, I'd have a great short from my POV.
Oh yeah. We were playing Minecraft for a video yesterday we were filming, and Teddy's chicken Quaxley died.
Oh no.
Yeah. And he
He
killed
died.
himself.
He died by my hand.
So, yeah.
Well, you'd rather it be yourself than someone else, right?
I'd rather not happen
Is that
at
just
all.
me?
I'd rather not happen at all. Oh man. That was
Yeah.
something though. That was fun. Your stream was great, by the way. I loved all your things, like all your PowerPoints.
Hey yo.
I mean,
Yeah.
from like
Thank
the
you.
from sword PowerPoint with the references and whatnot. I found that very entertaining and very knowledgeable, as well as cooking. Love dumplings. It's great.
We
Yay.
stand dumplings.
To the cursed ratings, which are amazing. See, I posted a question that you like missed, so I'm happy, but I'm not really. But like, it was whatever. With the Guru pillow, I was like, what if you could build her face by collecting all pillows?
That would be
Oh.
amazing.
So like mouth, eyes. It's kind of like them all.
Hololive, jump on that marketing opportunity. That's a merch
Yeah.
opportunity
Out
if I've
here.
seen one.
Building a wall of pillows with their faces. In the ratings,
The
like
thought of that is
Genshin
cursed.
ratings.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
I have a
Imagine
question. I have a VTuber question. Have you guys ever had like a model that you're sitting on for debut while also still streaming with your old model until that debut? Because it feels
I
so
mean,
weird.
I mean, yeah, because like that's what's going to happen to me. Like
It's
because
such a
if
weird like situation.
I know, but it's like that's the thing. I don't think there are actual definite rules. I think the only thing that you will ever feel here is if people start like not to say it, but like people start gatekeeping the whole. You have to stick to your persona, whatever, blah blah blah. Otherwise people won't recognize you as the VTuber you're trying to sell yourself as. If we
Mm,
don't have those
Mm.
comments, like people can do what they want, literally.
Agreed.
I agree.
Like,
very true.
Don't be limited to anything that people are saying because the corporate guy does it like this. Number one, the
Yeah,
corporate guy
very
is being
true.
backed up. They are
He's
backed
being-
up by a company.
They
Literally
probably
got
do it that way
Yeah.
because of A, legal issues, but also B,
It's a
corporate,
company.
especially like Japanese companies, take forever to do anything.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of approvals I gotta go through for anything. It's
So-
insane.
Technically, since we're all indie and
Yeah.
there is no definite way to be a VTuber, do it as you please in whichever
Very
method
true.
you would like to. Because
My
if
thing-
people start gatekeeping that, then damn, why are you here?
Yeah,
Imagine
for real.
gatekeeping indie VTubers when you can just watch corporates who've already, settled with a certain path.
True. Very true.
True.
I think that's the charm about indies, though.
Hmm.
Because there's way less restriction. So if you have like a creative indie, they're gonna perform much better than corporate. But
Yeah,
the problem I
their
see with
only enemy.
indies a lot is
Coverage.
a trying to do things the corporate way. So for instance,
yeah.
indies who
Yeah.
only do
Mhm.
streams and only do streams on YouTube because that's what the corporate companies do. That's not going to let you grow. And then B, indies who start and expect a following base from starting.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because I feel like that's the reason a lot of people quit in the first few months. It's not because, like, well, sometimes it's just personal preference. The person doesn't want to continue streaming because it's not fun for them. But a lot of the times, the payoff in the first few months after that debut, where your, like, views plummet, is hell.
Oh, yeah.
especially if you, like, don't come in mentally prepared for that. And you come in and you have this debut and you have like 20 viewers for your debut, and then by
Where'd
the
they
next
go?
month you have like 5.
Like, where they go right after that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's alright.
You know.
And
At
like
some
with
point, you just stop caring.
Yeah,
If you just
true.
want to do it, it's because you want to do it, not because you're trying to hit a goal or anything.
True,
But of
true,
course,
true.
no offense to any of them, ambitious goal setters that want to like blow up. All the more power to them, especially if they hit that.
Oh
But
yeah.
like,
It just takes
like
a lot more work to care.
it'll be
Yeah.
so much work.
Yeah.
like
What's
with
also
me.
interesting is networking, which is super hard to do.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of work.
I feel like networking in this community is kind of cursed. Because
It
you
is
have a
very
lot of
cursed.
like you have like a lot of follow for follow, and then
Extremely
like
coarse.
no one talks to each other. No one actually talks to each other and becomes friends.
That's a big problem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like
Which
It was
is
very
even with-
apparent.
Even with me, like I knew corporate VTubers existed. I'd seen like I'd had friends show them to me, and I was like, oh, that's. But like I think I knew immediately. I think just based on looking at like, okay, this is something that a company must be running, because that is an anime character level sort of thing
Mm.
going on. But like, so I never watched it because I actually prefer content creators who are kind of small to medium. So when I started watching VTubers, it was because I found indie VTubers who are, bootstrap, just people like me.
grassroots
And like,
grassroots
exactly.
approach. Yeah.
so like I'm used to sitting in a chat of 5 people, 20 people. Like,
I feel like in
viewer
some
count.
ways that's like better for streaming.
I
Smaller
agree.
chats are better for streaming, and then like bigger chats are better for YouTube videos, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
a good way to put it.
I have some VTubers I watch that like if I type in chat, they're never gonna see it. And like
Yeah.
there's certain content creators where I'm cool with just never interacting with and only watching. And there are some people who I'm like, I really enjoy being part of the community.
Agreed.
So like
It's
with the
crazy
whole
how a lot of like just to add to that, like a lot of indies that are slowly blowing up start acting corporate. It's one of the most
Oh
It's-
yeah.
weirdest
Mhm.
experiences I've ever had to deal with.
and that's the thing is like
very
with me, like
true.
the fact that I haven't watched a ton of corporate VTubers at all, I don't even really like. I
You
kind
don't
of
get
know
the
everything, but, like,
context of what they're
I've
doing.
never, yeah, I've never watched a corporate VTuber. Really, like the biggest VTuber I watch is Zentreya, but that's also because it's Zentreya. like
Are they?
absolute
I don't think
gremlin.
they're officially a like corporate VTubing.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
apparently they're like a very organized indie, but like have huge following kind of stream like content creation or whatever.
Were you guys familiar with like idol culture before starting to do VTubing and that like
Oh, yeah.
Sort yeah.
Nope, not at all, not even a little bit.
I
I
see.
mean, yeah, I know
It-
people that enjoy it, but
You're
it's not
talking to,
within
like,
me.
I was a part of the army once.
Yeah.
What?
BTS,
BTS.
Army.
BTS.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, it took me a second. I was like,
The army.
I thought this was a
Well-
spicy joke.
Is Japanese idol and K-pop, are those
Oh, so
like similar
they're-
types of cultures?
They're similar but mostly different. So there's like J-pop, K-pop. There's a lot of different pops basically.
Mm.
But yeah, they're similar. They're similar in most aspects of like, oh, let's be a group and like basically with idols they sell love, if you get what I'm saying. You know? They're
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're there for your enjoyment. You know, like, love us. That's their whole thing. So yeah, it's all the same in that category of a sense. But most of them, they all have like different niches and whatnot. Like a bit cutesy or whatever. Like how most people have niches, and that's the thing with idol culture.
That's very true.
And having
Yeah.
your
I'm
favorites
kind
and
of
whatnot,
glad
your
I
biases.
was at least a little bit familiar with Japanese
stars.
sort of idol culture. Well, idol culture in general. Because it influences VTubing and especially corporate VTubing so much.
Definitely so much.
very much so.
Oh my
And-
goodness.
Yeah.
We love our V idols. Our V idols.
Our V idols. Yeah. I mean, that's a whole thing, though. That's like HoloLive's whole thing, is that
But
they're
the thing-
idols.
The V idols
Yeah.
started way back, like with Miku. That
True.
was that was a huge thing way back when.
Miku, Kizunai.
Hmm.
AI. They weren't even real people to begin with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
They
the
just have
idols started with
voice
the Dance Revolution.
providers.
DDR
Yeah.
started the virtual revolution.
Oh,
people
wait,
saw people
wait,
dancing on screen.
Chapel,
Yeah.
this is a very important question.
Yes.
Because I know you're also subculture person. Are you familiar with Malice Miser?
Of course, I'm
Oh,
familiar
thank
with Malice
God!
Miser.
I finally have someone who knows of Malice Miser. Okay, we
Now,
gotta talk about
I
Malice
never-
Miser later.
I didn't get in very deep, but yes,
Okay.
like I found out about Malice Miser and I was like, I need to know more about this. I'm here to know more.
I love them so much, and I found videos about them recently, and I gotta share them with you. They're so good.
Please educate me.
I love them. Though, I don't know. We still don't know what happened with, like, the Gokt mana situation thing, but, you know,
Oh
it's
yeah.
a thing.
Man.
But yeah. Sorry to derail that whole conversation. It just clicked in my head that Chapel might know who they are.
Oh yeah. And like
For sure.
somewhat recently, like TikTok, for some reason I found a TikTok about their no,
They've
was
been
someone's
popping
TikTok-
off on TikTok.
And this was like a bit ago. And what it was is someone used a Malice Miser song in their TikTok, and like a whole bunch of people in the comments were like, "Oh my god, what's that song?" And they like quote, they like.
That's
credited
how
the
it
song.
always happens with Malice Miser. Someone uses the song, or like someone uses a clip, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is this?"
I'm glad that's like how it happens.
I
This is
got
the
into
initiation
it.
ritual.
I got into it because of Gothic Lolita. So one of
Yes.
the
Oh, yeah.
guitarists, Mana, has a brand called Moi Memotier, and it's
Oh,
like one of the
yeah.
pioneers of Goth Lolita fashion.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
Closest I've
Yeah.
gotten to Gothic Lolita fashion, and it was a J pop rock with like baby metal. That's where I stand. I stand on that baby metal hill. The
I forgot
baby
about
metal
that.
hill is where I stand.
I saw Baby Metal live once.
That's
Hey,
amazing.
yo!
That's amazing.
2 points. 1, surprising amount of Ladybeard cosplayers at Baby Metal.
Oh yeah, that makes sense to me.
Mhm.
That
And
does
number
not
2,
surprise me.
Lead singer, I'm blanking on the name just because it's been so long. The lead singer definitely almost broke my eardrums.
Wow.
She can hit a note,
Wow.
and it was basically, it would have been worth it to lose my hearing.
Wow.
That's so cool. Man. It's fun popping in here randomly. I was not expecting this. I was chilling, watching YouTube. Wait, no, wait. Oh, you say, Teddy, want to join? I'm like, huh?
You're just like face
No,
pressed
I
against the
mean,
glass.
you were already in the server. I just needed to give you permissions to join the call. And I felt bad because your chats kept getting ignored.
Oh, that's no for me. That's nothing new.
Oh
We were
no.
just busy in class.
Well, at least
That
it's
is the
weird.
thing.
When it
I
comes
am
to-
such a bad streamer. I'm a good video creator and I'm a good, I film things very well. Streaming, keeping up with chat. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's a whole thing.
It's
Oh, that's funny.
Thing.
it's so different.
When you guys were talking about streaming chats earlier, like how in bigger like YouTubers or VTubers or whatever, you don't get noticed, right? I find out in those chats, let's say the streamer is having a problem or issue in the game we're playing, when the chat's rushing and spamming for help, it's always my comment that gets picked out first. They thank you Teddy afterwards, and they're like,
Let's
"Oh,
go.
great, I got picked, yay!"
Woohoo!
And it's funny because it's with this. I do it I help them out often in chat so that when they see my name pop up, they know to pick on me. And I'm like I've been acknowledged, which is nice.
Even seen by
Woohoo,
greatness.
that parasocial relationship.
Exactly. I'm like, yay! I'm a supportive chat member. Look at me, helping out the community.
Let's go.
Woohoo. But yeah.
Yeah. Hey, one more thing. The name for the call is so bad.
Oh, don't ignore
PP
that.
night.
Just ignore that.
Night.
I had to
Actually, no,
abbreviate it
Sorry.
somehow.
PP night.
I had to abbreviate it somehow.
Power night. Power night would work fine. Or point
I
night.
actually did not even catch that.
But anyways,
That's
I
nice.
think I'm gonna end stream soon because we've
yeah.
almost been streaming for 2 hours. Any last words from everyone? I know you've already plugged yourselves. Follow them
this
in
was
the
fun.
description. They're all there, except for Teddy.
Yeah.
Teddy was in chat, so you can
Yeah,
see him there.
I just popped in.
But yeah, thanks for coming, everyone.
You heard the
Thanks for having us.
It was fun being a special
It was
guest
a
at
lot
the
of
end.
fun. I'm gonna go to my credits screen now. Bye!